All right, you're live right now. You want to try? Where's that little...
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Platte Valley High School in Kersey, Colorado for Sterling Tiger Volleyball, the back end of our Tiger doubleheader. Our pregame show brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. When it comes to home loans, Equitable is on your team. Fund your next home loan at home with hometown people you know at Equitable Savings and Loan, member FDIC. Sterling at 9-2 on the year. They are 3-1 in Patriot League play, and they are looking for their 9th consecutive victory, fresh off a 5-set win against the Eaton Reds last week on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Platte Valley Broncos 6-7 on the year. They are 1-1 in Patriot League play, and they are currently number 32 in the 3A RPI rankings. They've lost 2 of their last 3 matches, but did take Eaton to 5 sets late last week. So a team that is certainly athletic, certainly has the skill to go toe-to-toe with a team like Sterling, and a team that Sterling has had its struggles with over the years, just 9-6 all-time against the Platte Valley Broncos. They've won the last 4 in a row and 7 of the last 8 matches, but certainly not an easy task when Sterling comes to Platte Valley. Our keys to the contest presented by Buckeye Welding Supply, Colorado's largest inventory of welding equipment and supplies. If they don't have what you need, they'll find a way to get it to you quickly. See them at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. Tigers eliminated a lot of the errors against the Eaton Reds. That's what allowed them the opportunity to come back late. Their back row play was exceptional and set up the offense, especially in the 4th and 5th sets for Sterling. And I think that's something they're going to have to keep going, not just tonight, but going forward as they look to build on this 8-game winning streak. You've got to continue to get that exceptional back row play, because that puts you in your offense in a position to do good things. And when you've got weapons like Sydney Henry, like Kaylee Johnson, like Emery Rios, and even some of the young players who have stepped up, including Addie Santamasso and Kaylee Myers and Jalissa Maker. Once those players have the opportunity to get involved as well, this team can be very, very difficult to beat. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll meet our starting lineups, and we'll get first serve as the Tigers and the Broncos get set to square off from Platte Valley High School in Kersey on 105.7 KPMX and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back at Platte Valley High School in Kersey, let's meet tonight's starters for the Sterling Tigers, brought to you by Northeastern. Find your people and your passion at Northeastern. With open enrollment, nothing is stopping you from investing in your future. Visit njc.edu for all the information you need. I'm Chris Bulbrough. I'm glad to have you along tonight. Starters for Sterling in their road slate gray jerseys with the black long sleeves, orange numbers trimmed in white, and the black shorts to match. Their starting six will look very familiar because it's the same starting six we've seen most of this season. Emery Rios wearing number 1, Sydney Henry wearing number 2, Kaylee Myers wears number 5, Jalissa Maker wears number 8, Kaylee Johnson sports number 13, Shaylee Ulrich, the setter, wears number 19, and Cashley Sheets, your libero, wears number 20. She's in the orange jersey with white numbers trimmed in black. For the Platte Valley Broncos, the home team, they'll be sporting the white short sleeve jerseys with navy blue numbers and navy blue shorts. Their libero wears a dark blue short sleeve jersey with white numbers and the navy blue shorts. Everybody on the team sporting the shooting sleeves that you see in basketball on both arms. Not everybody, but the vast majority of the players on the Platte Valley roster. Moments away from our first serve of the contest, and it's brought to you by First National Bank in Fleming. Be certain in your finances, checking and savings, CODs, IRAs, and personal and agricultural loans. Team with the management team at First National Bank in Fleming, member FDIC. Earlier today, we were on the road for Sterling softball at University in Greeley. A heartbreaking loss for the Lady Tigers on the road as they fell to University in walk-off fashion. Led the entire way, went up 2-0 in the first inning. Led by a 5-3 tally going into the 7th. And a bases clearing double by Kendry Kern handed University the walk-off 6-5 victory and dropped Sterling to 8-3 in the Patriot League this season. Familiar faces and familiar names on the floor for the Broncos as Andy Schisler, Haley Albrighton will be in the starting rotation. Bree and Brooke Bunting both out there as well. Lauren Wymura on the floor for Platte Valley, and Carson Fetzer, the very talented freshman for the Broncos. The libero is Cora Schisler, and she'll be in to start the ball game, replacing, I believe, Andy Schisler on the back row as she waits off to the side of the court. Emery Rios has the ball in her hands to deliver the opening serve tonight. Check that. Schisler replaces Bree Bunting on the back row. Tigers hitting 192 as a team, Platte Valley 143. Tigers serve right to left on your radio dial, and the first serve is misplayed by the libero Cora Schisler. An ace out of the gates for Emery Rios as the Tigers jump out to an early 1-0 advantage. Rios serves from the far extreme near corner. From near the back wall, the running jump serve floated near side, freed back over, out of bounds on the far side on the receive by Carson Fetzer, and the Tigers take a 2-0 lead on a pair of aces for Emery Rios. 2-0 Sterling, serve floated over the middle again, misplayed by the libero, running bump set, and a free ball into the net by Haley Albrighton, a hitting error by Albrighton. Sterling, 2 aces and a hitting error, off to a 3-0 run to start this opening set. Winners of 8 straight, coming off a 5-set win against Eaton last Thursday. Rios with the serve, clean receive by Schisler. Bump set for a back row free ball, dumped back deep on Jalissa Maker. Ulrich, high set, near pin. Sid with the cross shot, bangs it off the block. Pancake save and a tip short to the 10-foot line. High set middle for Kaylee Johnson. She'll drive it down the center of the court. And Kaylee Johnson gets the kill, her first tonight, off the assist from Shaylee Ulrich, and the Tigers lead it 4-0. Kaylee Johnson collects her 63rd kill of the season, hitting 171 on the year. Rios with the serve. 2 deep and out. The service error gives possession to Platte Valley and hands them a 4-1 deficit. Tigers up early here in the first quarter, brought to you by first set brought to you by Cuskey Oil Company, fuel transport, propane, and farm delivery from a family-oriented company. 970-886-2121. Ball misplayed on the back row by Jalissa Maker. It'll turn into an ace for Lauren Wymura. 4-2 Tigers. Jalissa Maker replaced on the back row by the libero Cashley Sheets. She'll set up in the middle of the floor. Wymura, the jump serve, floated far side, played by Rios. Running bump set from Ulrich as she chases it down, and a free ball dumped back deep by Ulrich. Free ball back into the radar zone of Santa Maso. She'll drive it back across, tip back over by Platte Valley. Set for Johnson, flat-footed attack over. Handed up by the Broncos. Set at the net. Haley Albrighton will drive it off the block and get the kill as it falls just outside the white boundary line. Haley Albrighton with the kill for the Platte Valley Broncos. Wymura the center again with the serve. 4-3 Sterling now. Bumps that near side. Sid powers it off the block. Diving save by Platte Valley. Schisler, the libero, will get it to Bunting, who drives it back deep on Sheets. High set, middle. Johnson drives it deep. Collision on the dive play, and it's chased down on the bump set by Wymura. Flat-footed swing by Carson Fetzer, the freshman, and Fetzer gets the kill in front of a diving Emery Rios, and we're tied at 4. Tigers went on a 4-0 run. Now a 4-0 run for the Broncos to tie us all up at 4 apiece. Serve over the middle, played by Sheets. Ulrich back set. Johnson tips short over the top of the block and finds the floor for the kill. Kaylee Johnson was tied with Sydney Henry with 16 kills against Eaton last Thursday. Following the kill, she hands herself the serve. Flat-footed serve from Johnson, up 5-4, played by Brooke Bunting. Back set, middle, tip short. What a play by Carson Fetzer. That was a perfectly placed tip. Everybody bunched to the center of the net for the block. Nobody home on the near side. And just a little backhanded tip by Fetzer to get the second kill of the night and tie it back up at 5. Carson hands herself the serve. Jump serve from Fetzer, played by Rios up into the rafters. Sanamaso leaning over her own bench, cannot get it back into play. Carson Fetzer with the ace, and the Broncos have their first lead of the match. They're up 6-5. Carson Fetzer hitting .280 on the year, 140 kills to pace the Platte Valley Broncos. Her serve chased down by Johnson. Ulrich sets Sid. Sid tips short, dumps it home, and gets the kill. Sydney Henry with her first kill of the match. Ties us back up at 6. Don't overestimate this 6-7 Broncos, 6 and 7 Broncos team, as they are extremely athletic and for whatever reason always give the Tigers fits. Serve from Addie Sanamaso, played on the back row by the Broncos. Free ball clips the net, dug up by Johnson. High set, near side, Mager with a push back deep, dug up back row by Fetzer. Quick set over the middle for Andy Schisler, and Schisler drives it to the floor for the kill. Lauren Wymura setting up the high-tempo offense of the Broncos. 7-6 they lead. Haley Albrighton back to serve. Flat-footed serve from Albrighton, floats over the middle on Johnson. Short set, middle, Jalissa Maker pops it off the dig. Quick push back deep on Sanamaso. Sid sets high this time, and Myers has to free it to the 10-foot line. Fetzer with the set for Bree Bunting, and Bree Bunting will wipe it off the block of Kaylee Myers for the kill. (8-6) Platte Valley. From the near corner, far side of our vantage point, the serve, quick tip across by Henry, and she'll draw the block into the net. I believe she got Andy Schisler into the net for the blocking error. 8-7 Broncos. Henry with the serve. Over the middle, played by Cora Schisler. Back set and a retreat by Schisler. She drives it deep. Near side, the set for Emery Rios, and she'll tool it off the block for the kill. Emery gets her first kill tonight. 1 each for Rios and Henry, a pair for Kaylee Johnson. We're tied at 8 here in set number 1. Sydney Henry with the serve. The approach and the jump serve spun back deep, too deep and out. Tigers commit their second service error tonight, and they hand Platte Valley the lead, up 9-8. Talking with Coach Shoemaker last week about this matchup, she was concerned. Andy Schisler the serve, far side, played by Sanamaso. Henry underneath with the set for Rios, clips the net cord, dug up 10-foot line by Bunting. Bump set for a back row swing from Andy Schisler, and miscommunication on the back row. Kaylee Johnson thought Addie Sanamaso was backing up. Sanamaso thought Johnson was going to go for it. Andy Schisler gets the kill, and the Tigers fall behind 10-8. She said they beat us in scrimmages. They beat us in summer ball. They're very, very athletic. Don't let the record fool you. That's why they took Eaton to 5. Kaylee Johnson chases down the bad receive from Addie Sanamaso, and it's pushed to the 10-foot line by Rios. Push at the net, blocked back by Jalissa Maker, and then driven back by Bree Bunting for the kill, and the Tigers fall behind 11-8. And that'll force Lisa Shoemaker to burn her first timeout of this opening set. Timeout brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. They have pride in building their community. Get your project started today by visiting westerneci.com. Again, this is the back half of our Tiger doubleheader today. We were in Greeley earlier this afternoon. Sterling softball at University. Tiger softball losing in a walk-off, 6-5. Still control their own destiny in terms of hosting a regional tournament in softball. The league champs get an automatic berth into the state tournament. I will learn how to say words at some point in my adult life, I promise. League champs get an automatic berth into the state tournament, but the regional tournament seeding is decided by RPI Max Preps and the coaches poll, and Sterling softball currently finds themselves inside the top 8 in that regard, so they're on track to host a regional tournament even if they don't win the Patriot League. Out of the timeout, Jalissa Maker gets an emphatic kill off the hands of Andy Schisler for her first kill of the contest. Off the assist from Sydney Henry, Tigers get the side out. Down 11-9, Jalissa Maker hands herself the serve off her first kill tonight. Flat-footed serve over the middle. Cora Schisler to Wymura. Wymura with the set for Brooke Bunting, and Bunting again pushes it around the block for the kill. Tigers have got to find a way to stop that push at the net by the Broncos. They're reading where the block's going, and they're just doing a little backhanded shove across the net. 12-9. Serve from Brooke Bunting is too deep. The service error gives it back to Sterling, down 12-10. Kaylee Myers replaced by Shaylee Ulrich. The freshman on to serve. Sanamaso, Johnson, and Rios up front for Sterling. Ulrich with the serve, far side, handed up by Bunting, set for Fetzer, and Fetzer turned back on the block. Nice work by the Tigers to cut the deficit to 1, down 12-11. Kaylee Johnson with the block. Ulrich with the serve near side. It spins too wide and out. Tigers commit their third service error of the contest. They've handed at least 3 of the 13 points to the Broncos. In fact, those are the only 3 points they've given away have come from behind the service line. 13-11, Cora Schisler, the libero, too deep and out. So we swap service errors. Tigers get it back down 13-12. Shoemaker flashing the signs to her server, Emery Rios, who will topple it back deep on Cora Schisler. Wymura backsets, Fetzer drives, cross shot past a diving Shaylee Ulrich. Lisa thought it was out. Officials say no. A kill for Carson Fetzer, her third tonight. 14-12 Broncos. Setter Lauren Wymura with the serve, back deep, played by Jalissa Maker. Ulrich backset, Johnson drives, handed up into the Platte Valley bench. A kill for Kaylee Johnson. That's her third of the match, and the Tigers are back to within 1 once again, trailing 14-13. I'm Chris Bull-Brom, glad to be along with you on this Tuesday evening. Kaylee Johnson off the kill, has the serve. She'll knuckle it back deep, punched up by Carson Fetzer. Bump set from Bunting, and Fetzer will drive it into the net. The hitting error from Carson Fetzer, her first tonight. Makes it a 14-all first set. Fetzer's going to be a problem for years to come in this Patriot League, I can already tell you. Johnson clips the net cord on the serve, quick set over, and a tip across by the Broncos. Punched back over by Sid. Diving save by Johnson on the attack. Flat-footed set for Maker, who tips it short. Set far side. Fetzer drives it down the line, gets the kill. Carson Fetzer swinging outside, swinging right side. They've got her moving all over the court, and the Tigers have yet to adjust. That's 4 kills in the set for Carson Fetzer, and she'll have the serve. 15-14. Tigers have to take advantage while she's on the back row. Ball spun over the middle, played by Rios. Ulrich sets, Sid drives off the dig, out of the net, kept alive for a moment, but not enough. Kill number 2 for Sydney Henry. Tigers tied up at 15 again. Addie Santamasso, who has played all 6 rotations, all 6 spots in the rotation, has the serve, and she topples one too deep and out. 4th service error now for the Tigers. They trail 16-15 in what has been a seesaw first set. Haley Albrighton to serve. Flat-footed back deep, played by Santamasso. Sid with the short set for Maker. Off the block, she'll get the kill. Nice tempo there for the Tigers. Went a little quicker tempo. Give Jalissa a clean look to get off the floor and get that swing down in a hurry. 16 all. Henry to serve. Back deep on the back line for the ace. A do-or-die serve there, and the Broncos let it fall. That one finds its way inside the back corner, 17-16. Tigers trying to find some separation late in this opening set. Henry dumps it short, 10-foot line in front of a diving Cora Schisler for another ace. Back-to-back aces for Henry, 18-16 Sterling. Serve coming from Henry. Again, she'll take it short. Picked up by Schisler and a drive back deep. Handed across by Henry. Bumsat, far side. Brunting, roll shot. Nobody home on the near side. A kill for Brooke Bunting. Her second tonight, 18-17. Tigers keep vacating the near side of the floor, and that's where Platte Valley's been going this whole time. Schisler with the serve. That's Andy Schisler on Kaylee Johnson. High set for Rios near side. Rolls it back deep. Waimura tips it across it. Pushes it back corner. Finds the back line for a kill. There's the volleyball awareness from Sydney Henry as she gets the kill again. Doing what Platte Valley's done to Sterling throughout this one. Recognizing that the Broncos were out of position. 19-17 Tigers with a 2-point advantage and a timeout taken by first-year head coach Tanya Davies. This timeout is brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Hop off exit 66A on I-76 for a gem of a place. Auto accessories, gas, and fresh cooked food from an actual kitchen. Stop at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. We'll head right past Stubbs on our way back home after the conclusion of this one. Looking at the rest of the week on the schedule, Tiger volleyball is actually off for about a week and a half following tonight's contest. Their next game will be on the 7th of October, which is next Thursday, at home against University. We may or may not have coverage of that game depending on how the rest of the softball schedule plays out. Sterling softball is at Strasburg to finish up the regular season on Thursday, October the 7th. And that could very well determine whether or not they find themselves in the top 8 in 3A for the regional round and have a hosting spot in that regional tournament. We'll play that one by ear. We'll keep you posted once we know more. One thing I do know for sure, no softball Thursday. That has been canceled. Resurrection Christian having to forfeit due to a lack of players. Out of the timeout, Jalissa Maker waffles a serve far side. Short set, near side, Andy Schisler. Too deep and out with the swing. Check that. That was Brooke Bunting. That was 1-1, not just a single one. The hitting error for Brooke Bunting is somehow Jalissa Maker matrixed her hands out of the way. 20-17 Sterling. Jalissa short, clips the pin. The service error for the Tigers marks their 5th of the set. 20-18 they lead. Speaking of Resurrection Christian, our thoughts and prayers go out to them and their community. A pair of seniors critically injured in a collision with a drunk driver over the weekend as Kaylee Johnson powers a kill off the block. The officials signaled point to Platte Valley, and now we've got confusion. R2 looking a little lost as she's going to have a chat with R1. If the ball went out of bounds off the block, then it's obviously a Tiger point and possession of the volleyball, which is what the officials signaled. They officialed that it went off the block and out of bounds. And now they're going to want to replay the point? Wow. That is a rough turn of events. Officials signaled out and gave the point to Platte Valley. It should have been out and a point to Sterling, and rather than follow through with what the original call was, now they want to replay the point. As it stands, Sterling's up 20-18. R2 saying that the ball went off the net and out of bounds. R1 saying, or R1, I don't know. Somebody's saying it went off the net and not off the block, but somehow they signaled that it went out of bounds. And Lisa Shoemaker not happy with the call. We're going to replay the point, 20-18. Our coverage of Tiger Volleyball brought to you by Rudy's Tires, your one-stop on-the-spot tire headquarters. Roll with one of 7 locations Rudy's has across the plains in eastern Colorado and western Nebraska. Visit rudysgto.com for more information. Tiger faithful not happy, obviously, and rightfully so. By all indications, that should have been a Tiger point and a kill for Kaylee Johnson to make it 21-18 instead. We're going to replay it 20-18. Lisa dumbfounded, awestruck, jaw on the floor with that call by the officials. Now jaw clinched in visible frustration. I've been on the receiving end of that look. Lisa was my PE coach, and I've received the Lisa Shoemaker look as a young person. Let me tell you, that will scare the bejesus out of you. So we will replay it, 20-18 our score. Serve coming from Brooke Bunting. Spun on Jalissa Maker. Sid with the set for Emery, who tips it short and gets the kill. Emery Rios collects the kill. Somebody for Sterling gets a kill. And now the Tigers have a 21-18 lead. Kaylee Myers comes out. Shaylee Ulrich comes in. Tigers looking for 4 more to finish off this opening set. Fun times here in Platte Valley. 3-point lead for Sterling. Ulrich with the serve, misplayed back row by Fetzer, chased down by Brooke Bunting, and a free ball by Fetzer deep, played by Maker. Ulrich sets Rios. Rios cross shot off the block, dug up by Schisler. High set, far side. Fetzer pushes it back deep. Nice lunging save by Maker. Set for Rios, who pushes it far side, dug up by Bunting. Wymura tips it short. Diving attempt by Ulrich, and she can't get there. Lauren Wymura gets the kill. Tanya Davies was looking for a 2-hit violation on the set by Shaylee Ulrich before that ball got back across. Didn't get the call. 21-19, Cora Schisler to serve. She'll float it far side on Rios. Ulrich sets it for Emery. Cross shot, turned back on the block. Haley Albrighton right there to deny the attack of Emery Rios. 21-20, Tiger lead down to 1. The libero Schisler to serve. Jump serve from Schisler back deep, played by Rios up into the rafters. Ulrich the bump set. Sid has to dump it short on the free ball. Picked up by Fetzer. Back set. Fetzer cross shot too wide and out. And the Tigers will take the hitting error from Carson Fetzer to make it 22-20. First to 25 wins. You got to win it by 2. Rios has the serve. Emery spins it far side on Andy Schisler. High set, far side, Albrighton palms it into the net. Second hitting error tonight for Haley Albrighton. Tigers 2 points away from a set 1 victory and a timeout taken by the Broncos. Brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. Eastern Colorado is a way of life, providing credit and related services to farmers and ag producers for more than 100 years. Visit premieraca.com and let Premier Farm Credit go to work for you. This has definitely been a back-and-forth first set. Everything you've come to expect between Sterling and Platte Valley. Tigers have won 4 in a row and 7 of the last 8, but they have never been easy matches. And I talked to Lisa Shoemaker last week, and I said, really, Platte Valley pushed Eaton to 5? She said, oh, yeah, I believe it. I said, but I'm looking at their stats, and they're not anything too awe-inspiring. I mean, they're hitting 143 as a team, averaging 9.4 kills this set, averaging 11.1 digs this set. She goes, I know, but they're super athletic, and for whatever reason, they give us fits. They beat them in summer play. They beat them in camp. They beat them in scrimmages. So Sterling trying to shake the devil of Platte Valley here in this one. Serve clears the net cord. Picked up by the Broncos, and the set for Carson Fetzer rolls down the belly of the block. Carson Fetzer gets her 5th kill of the set, and the Broncos get the ball back. 23-21 Sterling. Ball played by Maker off the serve. Bump set for Johnson. Kaylee drives it near side, too wide and out. The hitting error by Johnson makes it 23-22. Ball fluttered back deep on Emery Rios. Ulrich sets Henry. Henry drives deep. Dug up by Schisler into the rafters. Bumps at Wymura and a tip to the 10-foot line by Andy Schisler. Schisler gets her 3rd kill. And we are tied at 23, and now Sterling's going to burn their 2nd timeout. And Lisa Shoemaker meets her 2 freshmen, Addie Santamasso and Shaylee Ulrich, before they even get to the huddle. Lisa notorious for this, having a little side conversation before she gathers the team, trying to get her 2 freshmen back on the same page. This is a team in the midst of an 8-game winning streak, and they've done it with freshmen in 2 of the biggest positions you can ask for on a volleyball court. Shaylee Ulrich, the setter, and Cashley Sheets, the libero, have stepped in and done an admirable job, but definitely some growing pains expected over the course of the season. This Tiger Timeout brought to you by Pete's Farmers Co-op since 1915. They've been on Highway 113 in Pete's. Get horse, goat, cattle, and sheep feed with all your livestock supplies at 970-334-2204. Out of the timeout, we're tied at 23. Lauren Wymura, the setter, back to serve. Tigers with 3 deep to receive. Wymura near side. Rios diving pickup. Freed back over. Bunting to Wymura. Wymura short tempo set. Schisler wasn't ready for it. Freed it back over to Sid Henry, and Henry was definitely ready for it. Sid collects her 4th kill of the contest. It makes it 24-23. It's set point for Sterling. Kaylee Johnson, who has ace potential behind the line, looking for one more. Flat-footed serve, knuckled on Fetzer. Wymura back set for Fetzler, turned back on the block, chased down by Bunting. Albrighton, free ball, taken by Henry. Ulrich, high set, near side. Sid tips it short 10-foot line, handed up by Schisler. Ball set over the net, picked up by Maker. Rios, bump set, Sid drives it deep. On the back line, gets the kill, and the Tigers take the opening set, 25-23. How's that for the opening stanza of this Patriot League showdown? 2nd set from Platte Valley coming up on 105.7 KPMX and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. back inside the newly renovated Platte Valley High School athletic area inside the gym, which really didn't get much of a facelift other than a brand new floor and a brand new entryway. But I tell you what, they've done a phenomenal job here at Platte Valley as we get set for the start of our second set, brought to you by Ice Lanes. No more entertaining time than bowling with family and friends. Do that at 208 North 10th Avenue in Sterling and find some phenomenally good food while you're there as well. Definitely a shout out to Platte Valley. Their athletic facilities here at the high school are top notch. The baseball and softball fields also very, very good. One of my favorite places to visit here in the Patriot League, regardless of the sports season, whether it's indoor or outdoor. Of course, their football football stadium is outstanding as well. Lauren Wymura to open it up in the second set, and serve on the far side. Ruled out by everybody except the line judge on the far side of the floor, who indicates that it was in. Tiger coaching staff biting their tongues. An ace for Lauren Wymura to make it 1-0 Broncos. Rios receives the serve, chased down by Ulrich, and a flat-footed free ball back deep from Emery is too deep and out. Tigers have to regroup. They've been on the receiving ends of some, let's call them less than ideal calls in the first set plus. 2-0 Broncos. Ball back deep, Rios in retreat. Bump set from Henry, and Kaylee Johnson trying to free it over. Too short into the net. An early 3-0 run by Platte Valley. Wymura to serve. Played by Jalissa Maker, and nobody can get there to set it up. Cashley Sheets in for Jalissa Maker, an ace for Wymura. It's a 4-0 run for the Broncos to start this after Sterling thought they had a 1-0 advantage in possession of the ball. Miscommunication between Sydney Henry and Cashley Sheets on the back row. Another ace for Wymura. That's 3 of them in this set on this 5-0 run to start the set. Wymura spins it back deep, too deep and out this time, as the near line judge makes the correct call. 5-1, Sterling trails. Let's see if they can answer back with a run of their own. Emery Rios with the serve. Floated back deep on Schisler over the middle. Back set for Fetzer, who got behind the ball. Diving pickup by Sheets. Bump set Rios. Drive by Henry back deep. Brooke Bunting will take it. Wymura sets. Schisler will tip it short and off the hands of Addie Santamasso. Andy Schisler gets her 4th kill of the contest. 6-1 Broncos here in the second set. Tigers took the first 25-23. Carson Fetzer, the talented freshman who had 5 kills in the opening set, with the serve. Played by Rios. Ulrich sets it up for Henry. Henry drives it deep, handed up on the back row. Set and a free ball by Albright and handed up by Rios. Ulrich sets. Johnson not there to get it. And it's punched into the net by Kaylee Johnson. And Shaylee Ulrich's going to be replaced by Haley Emerson up front. Jalissa Maker back in on the back row for Sterling. 7-1 Broncos. Rios to a knee. Albright with, Emerson with the set for Henry, who tips it 10-foot line. Quick set for Andy Schisler, and Schisler splits the defense and finds the back line to make it 8-1. Short sub for Ulrich as she gets a quick chat from Lisa Shoemaker and comes back in. An 8-1 run by the Broncos to start this set. Fetzer just clears the net. Rios can't field it cleanly. An ace for Carson Fetzer. And Sterling is going to have to burn a timeout, down 9-1. This set started with what appeared to be a service error by Lauren Wymura. Everybody on the far side of the court indicated that that ball was out, except for the line judge in the back corner, who said it was in. Literally everybody on that side of the court, opposite of our vantage point, saw that ball go out. with the exception of the one-line judge in the corner who said it was in. That swung the momentum. It's been a 9-1 run for Platte Valley to start this set. Timeout brought to you by Kuhn's Pump and Well Supply. For over 30 years, they've offered services you can only get from a family-owned business. For all your watering needs, call 970-522-2035. Tigers in real jeopardy of this getting out of hand in a hurry if they cannot find a stop. Carson Fetzer to serve for the Broncos. Sheets back in on the back row. She'll receive the serve. Ulrich with the set for Henry. Henry pops it off the block, punched up by Bunting. High set far side, Brooke Bunting through the block. Nice pickup by Sheets. Chased down by Ulrich. Johnson with the swing on the far side, gets the kill. Maybe that'll get Sterling back on track. First kill of the set for the Tigers belongs to Kaylee Johnson. It's 9-2 Broncos. Kaylee with the serve. Flat foots it back deep, handed up by Fetzer. Quick set for Andy Schisler through the block. Diving save by Ulrich, tipped short by Henry. High set, far side, Brooke Bunting, crosser off the block. Ulrich to Johnson. Johnson with the bump set for Henry. Henry powers it off the block, back onto the Tiger side. Ulrich sets for Maker. Maker tips it short, punch back over by Schisler. Johnson to Ulrich. Ulrich to Henry. Henry goes line, finds the back line, and gets the kill. 6 kills tonight for Sydney Henry. Tigers clawing back, down 9-3. Kaylee Johnson will continue with the serve. Flat-footed serve, far side, played by Brooke Bunting. Back set, near side for Albrighton. Nice pickup on the back row by Johnson. Set for Sid, turned away on the block. Sid Henry denied by Andy Schisler, who gets her first block tonight. 10-3, Tigers trail. Haley Albrighton with the serve. Albrighton has been perfect from the service line this season. She'll topple it back deep on the back line for an ace. Back row, the Tigers disagree with the call. Tigers cannot let some blown calls cloud their judgment and let this one get away from them. Albrighton goes short, picked up by Henry. Back set for Santamasso, and Addie Santamasso off the hands of Waimura gets her first kill of the contest. Ulrich getting the freshman middle involved. And Addie will have the serve. Down 11-4. Santamasso back deep, played by Andy Schisler. Short set for Brooke Bunting, who pushes it on Santamasso. Set for Jalissa, and she'll split the defense and get the kill. Third kill tonight for Jalissa Maker. 11-5, Tigers back to within a half dozen. Slowly but surely getting back into this one. Santamasso. Flat-footed serve, toppled near side. Schisler frees it over, and it's tipped back down by Jalissa Maker. Jalissa gets her first block of the contest. 11-6, Platte Valley. Tigers back to within 5. Flat-footed serve, Santamasso far side, misplayed by Fetzer. Bump set from Waimura, and a free ball back deep by Bree Bunting. Set near side, Jalissa off the block, gets another one to go. Jalissa Maker with her fourth kill tonight. 11-7, Tigers on a run of their own, down by 4. Ball too deep and out from Santamasso. She commits the service error, her first tonight, but the 6th of the contest for Sterling. 5-point game, 12-7 Platte Valley. Andy Schisler with the jump serve back deep. Nice job by Santamasso. Henry sets near side. Myers drives it deep, diving pickup by Fetzer. Back into the radar zone of Myers, drives it deep. It's picked up by Schisler. Set, Brooke Bunting, turned back on the block by Sydney Henry. Tigers get a big block there, their second of the set. 12-8 they trail. Henry will have the serve. Sid jump serve, spun near side on Andy Schisler. Waimura short set, Bunting turned back by Jalissa Maker. Set for a back row swing. Cora Schisler clips the net. Dumped back on the free ball by Sydney Henry. Nobody there to take it. Another kill for Sid. That's her 7th. 12-9. Tigers have gotten the deficit down to just 3. Sid short, taken by Fetzer. Short set, Bunting, and again she'll push it around the block. Brooke Bunting for the 3rd time tonight gets the kill. 2nd time she's done just that. Sees the block coming and pushes the ball around it for the kill. Tigers trail by 4, but they trailed by as much as 8 in this set. Brooke Bunting over the middle. Johnson to Henry. Henry the back set. Maker off the belly of the block. She goes. 5 kills for Jalissa, 3 of them in this set. 13-10 Platte Valley. Maker to serve. Jalissa spins it over the middle. Schisler to Wymura. Wymura to Fetzer, and Fetzer goes too deep and out. Carson Fetzer's got 5 kills, but also 3 hitting errors. Hence why the Broncos are only hitting 143 as a team. 13-11 Platte Valley. Maker back deep on Schisler. Wymura sets Fetzer near side, and it's too wide and out on the far side. And the line judge says the Tigers touched it at the net. A kill for Carson Fetzer. And Sid Henry says she touched it. She said she got a fingertip on it. That's leadership right there. Say, yep, that one was on me. First kill of the set for Carson Fetzer. 14-11 Platte Valley. Santa Maso receives the serve. Set for Kaylee Johnson. Bounced back on the block. Henry sets Kaylee again. Kaylee drives it too deep and too wide. And the hitting error for Kaylee Johnson, her 4th of the match, makes it 15-11 Platte Valley. This one's still well within reach. Cora Schisler over the middle. Sliding pickup by Maker. Bumps at for Johnson, and Kaylee follows up the hitting error with the kill. Good bounce back there from Kaylee Johnson. 15-12. Tigers to within 3. Kaylee Myers replaced by Shaylee Ulrich. Ulrich to serve. Flat-footed serve, misplayed by Schisler. Set for Fetzer, pushes it to Shaylee Ulrich, and it can't be dug cleanly by Ulrich. Another kill for Carson Fetzer. (16-12). Wymura to serve, too deep and out. This entire set started with what appeared to be a Lauren Wymura service error, but it was ruled in by the line judge on the far side, and Platte Valley went on a 5-0 run. As a result, 16-13 they lead. Fetzer drives it deep. Jalissa Maker got caught out of position, just threw her hands out there and caught a piece of it. Couldn't body it up. 3rd kill of the set, 8th of the night for Fetzer. She's got the serve. Tigers need to take advantage with her on the back row. 17-13 Platte Valley. Rios receives the serve. Ulrich with the bump set. Henry with the swing off the block. Free ball, too deep and out off the dig by Wymura. Another kill for Sid, her 8th. Tigers down 17-14. Kaylee Johnson with the serve now. Tigers won the opening set 25-23. You knew these were going to be a dogfight tonight for Sterling, and they've certainly lived up to the billing. Johnson, the flat-footed serve. Knuckles too deep and out. Tigers 1 step forward, 2 steps back, it seems like, in this set. Down 18-14. They trailed by as much as 8, but can't seem to get past the 3-point mark. Albright, the flat-footed serve, played by Henry just shy of the 10-foot line. Ulrich sets Sid over the middle, and he'll go off the block. And finding the kill is Sydney Henry, her 9th today. Went off the block, ended up in the net. Broncos couldn't get it back in play. 18-15. See if Sterling can cut this to a 2-point game. Addie Santamasso looking to serve. Spins it far side, handed up by Bunting. Wymura sets, Schisler tips, picked up by Rios. Bump set, Henry, Maker from the pin, turned back on the block. Andy Schisler again collects the block, and it's 19-15 Platte Valley. Schisler off the block, has the serve. Left to right on your dial. She'll spin it short. Punched up by Henry, and Johnson will free it across. Taken 10-foot line by Schisler. Short set, punched back over by the Tigers. Quick hand up by Rios, and a tip far side by Henry. He's going to ping pong around, and the Tigers will get the point. Scramble all the way around, and Sterling ends up on the right side of it, down 19-16. Sid gets kill number 5. She's got 10. 5 in each set. 19-16. Henry with the serve. Toppled back deep, played by Schisler. Short set for Brooke Bunting. Tip back, handed up by Wymira. Free ball back deep on Johnson. Henry sets. Rios drives down to the floor. Emery Rios gets the kill. Third kill tonight for Emery, just her first of the set. That was a perfectly executed offense right there. 19-17. Tigers have got it to within 2. The closest they've been in this second set. Henry with the jump serve back deep, and now it's a 3-point game. Lisa Shoemaker. A silent scream from across the gym. 20-17. Brooke Bunting, flat-footed serve, too deep and out. Tigers will take it. Bunting's second service error makes it 20-18. Tigers trying to inch back. 2 points away from tying it up. Jalissa Maker the serve. Cora Schisler will take it. Wymira the bump set. Fetzer roll shot short. Diving save by Henry. Jousted the net. Won by Kaylee Johnson. Kaylee Johnson went toe-to-toe with the freshman Fetzer and wins the joust. 20-19. Platte Valley with the lead, and they burn their first timeout. Brought to you by Horizon Turf Nursery. For 3 decades, they've provided high-quality sod. As you plan your future projects this fall, know that the finest sod available is on the horizon at Horizon Turf Nursery in Fort Morgan. Online at horizonturfnursery.com. Tigers were down 9-1 to start this set. A 5-0 run followed by a 4-0 run by the Broncos after everything looked like it was headed the Tigers' way to start the set. A serve by Lauren Wymira appeared to be out on the far side. Literally everybody on that side of the gym saw it as out. The only person who ruled it in was the line judge on that side of the court. And instead of being down 1-0, the Broncos were up 1-0, ended up going on a 5-0 run. Tigers got a side out, a point, and then a 4-0 run by the Broncos. They were up 9-1. Sterling has methodically marched back, though. They're down 20-19 here in the second set. Jalissa Maker trying to find the equalizer. Ball misplayed by Schisler, chased down by Wymira. Roll shot from Schisler, freed back deep by Henry, too wide and out. Good read by Sid. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to fall. First hitting error tonight for Henry. Tigers trail 21-19. Libero Cora Schisler to serve. The jump serve near side, played nicely by Johnson. Underneath it, Henry setting up Kaylee. Kaylee drives it off the hands and gets the kill. Nope. A blocking violation on number 6. Carson Fetzer, so no kill credited to Kaylee Johnson, but essentially she collects the point as she drew Fetzer into the net. 21-20, Platte Valley. Ulrich floats the serve over the middle. Back set for Fetzer, tips it short. Nice pickup by Henry, toppled back deep by Rios. She got underneath it and behind it, and airmails it past the back line. The hitting error by Rios makes it 22-20. Lauren Wymira, jump serve back deep, played nicely by Henry. Ulrich setting Santa Maso too wide and out on the far side. 23-20 as Addie commits her first hitting error. And Lisa Shoemaker will burn her second time out of the set with her team 2 points away from tying it up at a set apiece. 23-20 our score here in set number 2. Broncos lead it by 3. Timeout brought to you by Country Creations and Country Feed and Supply. Stop by 1870 Highway 6 in Sterling. Get your work and sports apparel, quality and affordable screen printing. Country Creations and Country Feed and Supply. a new team to serve more of your needs, located between the 21st Century dealership and Riverview Cemetery. Tiger volleyball will not see the floor for about a week and a half after tonight's contest. Their next match, Thursday, October 7th, at home against University. Our coverage of that game may not happen, as we may be on the road covering Sterling softball at Strasburg. That could very well determine Sterling's seeding in the postseason in the softball regional round and determine whether or not Sterling gets to host a regional tournament. 23-20 out of the timeout. Tigers need a side out here. Ulrich setting. Johnson swinging off the block. Picked up by Henry. Ulrich back set. Rios cross shot deep. Dug up by Schisler at the net. Tipped down. Kaylee Johnson. What a job by Kaylee Johnson. Her third block of the night. And the Tigers are back to within two. 23-21. Emery Rios to serve. Emery spins it far side on Brooke Bunting. Wymura back sets near side. Fetzer, big drive off the hands of Maker. High set. Johnson drives it deep. Schisler with the dig. Bump set Wymura. Fetzer the drive, and Rios can't field it cleanly. It's set point for the Broncos on the 9th kill of the match. 24-21. Just heard from Ben Blecka. We may have coverage of Sterling University on our sister station, 94.5 The Ranch. Get you both games in on October 7th. On set point for the Broncos. Back set for Albrighton. Turned back on the block, but it's out of bounds. And Albrighton will get the kill to end the second set. We're tied at a set apiece. Broncos take the second, 25-21. A third set coming up on 105.7 KPMX. The Eastern Plains Sports Network. We welcome you back for the start of the third set. Tigers drop the second 25-21 after taking the first 25-23. Our third set brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. Don't take your comfort for granted. Keep your home heating and cooling systems inspected and maintained with Bailey Mechanical. 970-522-0471. A heck of a softball game earlier this afternoon. Unfortunately, the Lady Tigers came out on the wrong end of that one, falling in walk-off fashion 6-5. A bases clearing double by Kendry Kerr in the 7th inning handed the University Bulldogs their second win of the season against the Tigers. Second time this year Sterling saw a 7th inning lead evaporate before their eyes. Got a good one brewing here in Platte Valley, tied at a set apiece. Emery Rios to open it up for the Tigers. Serve played by Fetzer. Bump set. Fetzer with the drive goes off the top of the net, around the block, and finds the floor for the kill. 10th kill tonight for Carson Fetzer, the freshman, obviously the focal point of the offense for Platte Valley. 150 kills on the year. Brooke Bunting, the next closest. She's got 65. Fetzer with the serve, up 1-0. Maker will play it. Ulrich with the bump set and a free ball short from Henry. Schisler, bump set. Brooke Bunting off the top of the block, picked up by Maker. Bump set. Henry with the swing off the block, dug up by Jalissa. High set again for Sid. Sid drives it off the block, handed up by Johnson. Bump set Sid. She'll power it through the block. Kept alive on the chicken wing by Andy Schisler, and Cora Schisler will drive it deep. Far side, played by Ulrich. Bump set Santamasso, and a free ball short from Henry. Wymura setting, Bunting, cross shot, goes down the line, and it's out. Brooke Bunting with the hitting error. Looked like she was going to go cross, instead went down the near sideline, too wide and out. We're tied at 1 each. Kaylee Johnson to serve, far side on Brooke Bunting. Wymura chases it down. The running bump set and a free ball by Schisler is out. Cora Schisler, the libero, commits the hitting error. 2-1 Sterling out of the gate. We're tied at a set apiece. Johnson clips the net cord. Picked up by Bunting. She'll try to punch it over on the set from Wymura, and Brooke Bunting commits her second hitting error of the set, her third of the night. It's 3-1 Sterling on a 3-0 run here. Johnson flat foots the serve back deep, again handed up by Bunting, chased down by Cora Schisler, and Fetzer will free it back deep. Picked up by Johnson. Ulrich sets, Maker drives off the block, punched back over on the diving save by Cora Schisler. Ulrich setting, Henry driving, blocked back. Maker will take it out of the net. Ulrich sets, Sid again, she'll tip it short, diving save, kept alive by Fetzer, and a free ball back deep by Andy Schisler. Johnson to Ulrich. Ulrich sets up, Maker splits the defense. Fetzer digs it back row. Back set near side, Albrighton through the block. Nice dig up on a knee by Santamasso. Set, Sid drives, cross shot, and they'll get a net violation on Andy Schisler, her second tonight, as Sid drew Schisler into the net. 4-1 Sterling after the blocking error by Andy Schisler. A 4-0 run by the Tigers. That was a nice rally between those two teams. I'm a little bit winded. 4-1 the serve, misplayed by Fetzer, punched across inside the pin by Wymura, picked up by Ulrich. The bump set from Maker and a free ball by Sheets. Quick set over the middle, tipped through the block and off the dig. A kill for Andy Schisler, her sixth tonight. Broncos have mastered that short tempo offense, especially with the likes of Andy Schisler. Back to serve is Haley Albright. Flat-footed serve, spun over the middle, played by Sheets. Ulrich with the set. Henry with the roll shot, diving save by Wymura. Set from Albright and a drive back deep. Finds the back corner on a back row swing from Carson Fetzer. That is kill number 11. 4-3 Tigers. Albrighton with another serve. Flat foots it over the middle. The Sheets will take it. Set for Maker, who frees it to the 10-foot line. Short set, pushed far side on Ulrich by Schisler. Bump set for Sid. Sid denied on the block. That's Andy Schisler's third block tonight. She's committed a couple of blocking errors, but she's also picked up 3 blocks. Tigers have got to use the block to their advantage. Did it against Eaton, got to do it here, tied at 4. Ball back deep, played by Rios, who's back into the ball game. Set for Sid, who tips it over the top of the block and gets the kill. She was expecting them to go high after getting that block moments ago. Recognized it, went soft, and got the kill. 5-4 Sterling. Addie Santamasso in to serve. Kaylee Myers up front for Shaylee Ulrich. Ball spun back deep. Cora Schisler, libero takes it. Set for Brooke Bunting. Roll shot. Diving save by Rios. Tipped at the net. Down the belly goes Sid. And she'll get kill number 12. 6-4 Tigers here in the third. Sanamaso serving right to left. Flat-footed serve. Low line drive played by Fetzer. Back set for Schisler through the block. Pancake attempt by Rios. She can't get there. Andy Schisler's 7th kill. Makes it 6-5 Sterling. And Andy Schisler off that kill will have the serve. Tigers trying to keep the Broncos at bay here in the third set, tied at a set apiece. Misplayed by Kaylee Johnson. She and Rios got out of position, miscommunication. Tied at 6 on the ace by Andy Schisler, her first ace tonight. Ball short. Rios cannot dive and make the play. That one just cleared the net. Back-to-back aces for Schisler, and the Broncos have a 7-6 lead. Tigers will put 4 back to receive. Ball short, played by Rios. Bump set from Henry. Myers with the swing. She'll get the back line. In the corner for the kill, Kaylee Myers, the sophomore middle, with her first kill tonight to tie us up at 7. Tigers need somebody besides Sydney Henry to step up offensively. 7-7 ball game. Ball too deep and out from Henry. Her third service error tonight. Makes it an 8-7 Broncos lead. Visible frustration from Sid. Ball just clears the net. Rios will take it. Set for Emery. Emery off the top of the net. Handed up by Fetzer. Bump set from Bunting and a back row swing by Schisler. Chased down by Sanamaso. High set near side. Tipped by Rios. Dug up by Andy. High set far side. Fetzer. Big crosser. Down and in for the kill. You know Carson Fetzer is going to receive 90% of the sets. Got to find a way to get a block in front of her. 12 kills tonight for Fetzer, a 9-7 lead for the Broncos, and a timeout taken by Sterling. Timeout brought to you by Bank of Colorado. They like to focus less on finding a loan and more on finding the right need and right fit for your financial situation. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Member FDIC. Lisa Shoemaker having a chat with Kaylee Myers outside the huddle. Very positive was the conversation before joining the rest of the team. Tigers, a 4-0 run to start the set after falling behind 1-0. Have allowed Platte Valley to jump back in front, up 9-7. This one could have major playoff implications. Sterling already has 1 loss in the Patriot League, falling to Resurrection Christian earlier this season. That loss came in their 3rd match of the year. A big win over Eaton last Thursday means that there's a potential for Sterling to still win the Patriot League with some help, but a loss to Platte Valley would pretty much quell that choice. Rios tips it off the top of the net, pushed back deep by Maker. Bump set, Schisler, Fetzer with the swing off the block, and Kaylee Myers can't recover and keep it alive. 10-7 off the 13th kill of the match for Carson Fetzer. Up front, Bree Bunting into the ball game for Platte Valley. Serve still belongs to Platte Valley as Brooke Bunting continues from behind the service line. Spins it near side on Rios. Henry, high set. Emery will drive it through the block. Diving attempt by Schisler. She'll set it up for Fetzer. Punched up by Sanamaso, and the Tigers can't slingshot it across. Another kill for Carson Fetzer. That's 5 in the set and 14 for the day. 4-point lead for Platte Valley. Johnson misplays the serve, running bump set by Henry, and a big swing there for Emery Rios as she stops the bleeding and gets the kill. Just her 4th tonight. Tigers back to within 3, down 11-8. Jalissa Maker will serve. Flat-footed serve by Maker, handed up by Andy Schisler. High set, Fetzer tips short, down and in for the kill. You can see why Carson Fetzer is the real deal for this Platte Valley squad. She's got 15 kills in the match, 155 on the season. Sydney Henry, 117 coming into this one. Santa Maso receives the serve, down 12-8. Bump set for Kaylee Johnson, and Johnson is going to get the kill. Just a little cross shot from Johnson. Gets the back row out of position. 6th kill tonight for Kaylee. She's also got 4 hitting errors. If she can find a more efficient offensive form, that would take some pressure off Sydney Henry, who's got 12 kills tonight. Just 1 hitting error. 12-9 Platte Valley here in set 3. Ulrich to serve, back deep, handed up by Schisler. Bump set for Fetzer, and Fetzer into the net. Carson Fetzer, who has collected 6 kills in this 3rd set, picks up her 4th hitting error of the match. 12-10 Platte Valley. Flat-footed serve from Ulrich, played by Brooke Bunting. Back set near side, Fetzer, 2 deep and out. Went around the block, back-to-back hitting errors by Fetzer. Tigers get it back to within 1, it's 12-11. Ulrich with the serve, floated on Cora Schisler. Drive by Albrighton, tipped over by Johnson. Bump set near side, Andy Schisler. Roll shot from the back line, taken by Sid. Back to the radar zone of Carson Fetzer. And a net violation called on Fetzer to tie us at 12. And a death stare from first-year head coach Tanya Davies as she glares at the officials after the call. 12 all. Ulrich over the middle, played by Schisler. Short set for Carson, who tips it short. Picked up by Ulrich. Bump set from Santa Maso, and Emery Rios tries to push it over the net and pushes it into the net. Tigers need a more consistent offensive threat besides Sydney Henry right now, because Platte Valley's just teeing off on Sid. 13-12, Platte Valley leads. Jalissa with the receive. Ulrich the set for Rios. Rios over the top of the block. Misplayed by Wymura. Chased down by Schisler. Wymura frees it past the 10-foot line. Johnson to Ulrich. Ulrich back to Johnson. And a net violation again on the Broncos. And that was Carson Fetzer again, her 2nd blocking error as she tries to reach the hands out before reaching them up and clips the net on her way up. 13 all. Rios commits the service error. Now 14-13. Take a step, shoot yourself in the foot. Take another step, shoot yourself in the other foot. 14-13, Tigers down by 1. Carson Fetzer will have the serve. Spun back deep, misplayed by Maker, but taken by Ulrich. Johnson with a flat-footed swing, and she'll get the kill. Tied at 14. $14 apiece. Johnson with the serve. Fetzer to Wymura. Wymura to Albright. And Albright, despite working behind the set, able to power it through the block for her 3rd kill of the match. (15-14) Platte Valley. Albright serves. Johnson receives far side. Set for Sid. Sid puts it on the back line for kill number 13. 15 apiece here in the 3rd, tied at 1 each. 25-23, Tigers took set 1, 25-21, Broncos took set 2. Addie Santamasso, the freshman, with the serve, played by Fetzer. High set near side for a roll shot from Schisler through the block. High set, Myers drives it deep off the block, dug up by Fetzer. Wymura sets Fetzer for a back row attack, and it's on the back line, says the line judge. And again, everybody in a Sterling uniform. Sterling fans unhappy with the call. Lisa flashes to the scorer's table. That's 4. And unfortunately, I hate to tell you, all 4 have been the same line judge. She's on the other side this time, but the same result. 16-15 Platte Valley. Sid sets short. Jalissa tips far side. Chase down course Schisler. Bump set, back row swing. Fetzer diving save by Johnson at the net. Tipped back over by Brooke Bunting. Brooke Bunting gets the kill, and the Tigers trail 16-15. Check that, 17-15. Took him a second to update the scoreboard. Ball spun back deep on Emery Rios by Andy Schisler. Quick push over by Sydney Henry. On the quick set, she gets the kill. 17-16 stems the tide and gives Sterling an opportunity to tie it up. Ball driven far side. Fetzer takes it. Short set. Bunting drives it too deep and out. Really no question there. Brooke commits another hitting error. 17 apiece. Henry needs to avoid the service error. She's got 3 of them today. Fetzer with the receive. Wymura with the running bump set. Fetzer roll shot short. Diving save by Henry. Johnson the bump set. Rios will palm it far side. Too wide and out. Emery Rios having a Jekyll and Hyde day offensively. 4 kills, 4 hitting errors. 18-17 Platte Valley. Serve from Bunting just clears the net. Can't be received cleanly by Emery Rios. An ace for Brooke Bunting. Makes it 19-17. Taylor Simance in for Emery Rios. 19-17. Broncos with a 2-point lead. Johnson receives short set for Jalissa Maker, and she's denied by Bree Bunting. Another block for the Broncos. That is their 5th of the match. This one belongs to Bunting, and Sterling finds themselves down 20-17, and they'll burn their second timeout. They are 5 points away, dangerously close to going down 3-1. Now you see why Platte Valley was able to push the Eaton Reds to 5 sets when they met a week ago. Platte Valley just 6-7 on the year, but losses to Longmont, Palmer Ridge, Eaton twice, Lewis Palmer, a 4A school, and Pueblo West, also a 4A school. A loss to Resurrection Christian as well, the top team in the Patriot League. Wins against Loveland, Severance, Brush, Niwot, Coronado, and Faith Christian. This is a talented Platte Valley team, very athletic, and they are going to push the Tigers to their limit tonight. Sterling's got to find a way to get a side out, down 20-17. Brooke Bunting to serve. Spins it far side for Maker. Sid sets near pin. Rios rolls it and gets the kill. Crosser from Rios makes it 20-18. Jalissa to serve. Maker. Flat-footed serve, clips the net, picked up by Schisler. At the net, it goes off the hands of Wymura and out of bounds. Tigers get the point. A block for Kaylee Johnson, her 4th, 20-19. Short serve, diving receive, set for Fetzer, drives off the hands of Santa Maso, and the Tigers can't keep it in play. Off the dig, it ends up out of bounds. That is another kill for Carson Fetzer. 7-8 of them in this set alone. She's got 17 on the day. Cora Schisler, 2 wide and out on the far side. Second service error tonight for Schisler. 21-20. Tigers need the equalizer here. First set went 25-23. Second went 25-21. Ulrich to serve. Andy Schisler receives. Set for Fetzer. Pushes it 2 wide and out near side. Tigers breathe a sigh of relief. Nobody home on this side. We're tied at 21. Fetzer just a little too much on that tip, trying to get around the Tiger block. Timeout burned by the Broncos. Their first of the set. 21 all our score. This timeout is brought to you by B&J Plumbing. Hot water heating repairs, sump pumps, new construction, clogged drains, or just general plumbing service. B&J does it all. It's been that way since 1961. Call 970-522-3828. Tigers have definitely been on the wrong end of some questionable calls today, but Lisa Shoemaker will be the first one to tell anybody who will listen that that is not an excuse for this Tiger squad, and they won't let it be an excuse. I guarantee you that's been part of the conversation in the huddle during the timeout. Yeah, we've gotten some calls that have not gone our way. We've been on the wrong end of some pretty rough decisions, but that should not dictate our play. 21 all out of the timeout. Sterling with possession. Shaylee Ulrich to serve. On Schisler, into the net, an ace for Shaylee Ulrich. Tigers take the lead, up 22-21. Can they find 3 more and go up 2-1? Put themselves in the driver's seat here. Ulrich to serve, played by Cora Schisler. Wymira sets, Fetzer pushes it off the block and off the chest of Ulrich. Another kill for Fetzer. That is kill number 18. 9 of them have come in this third set. Tigers don't have an answer right now for number 6. 22 all. Ball back deep, played by Henry over the middle. High set, Rios drives deep, handed up by Schisler. Back set, near side, Albrighton off the block, back onto the Broncos side. Push back deep, handed up by Maker. Ulrich sets, middle, Johnson tips, far side, gets it to go for the kill. No, it's still over. And whistles blow. Platte Valley Bronco fans not happy with the officials now. They thought they got the pancake save on the floor. They're saying she went underneath the net and got it. So it'll go down as a kill for Kaylee Johnson. A huge one there. 23-22 Tigers. Ball far side. Played by Brooke Bunting. Back set. Fetzer with the cross shot for the kill. And the sass to the huddle. 23-23 our score. 19 kills in this set for Fetzer. Fetzer off the kill has the serve. Ball back deep, played by Maker. Ulrich with the set. Johnson trying to tip it short. Can't get it over the net. The hitting error for Kaylee Johnson, and it is set point for Platte Valley, 24-23. A point away from going up 2-1. Carson Fetzer with the serve. Jump serve far side, played by Johnson. And an ace for Carson Fetzer. And the Platte Valley Broncos take the second set, 25-23. Broncos lead it 2-1. Tigers playing for a 5th when we come back on 105.7 KGMX in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at the newly renovated Platte Valley Athletic Center here at Platte Valley High School in Kersey. Tigers playing for a fifth set as they trail 2-1 here in the fourth. Looking for back-to-back 5-set games after they had to go 5 against Eaton. Sterling had to win sets 2 and 4 in order to get to set 5. Guess they'll have to duplicate that effort here on the road tonight against a very underrated Platte Valley squad led by freshman Carson Fetzer, who is putting on an offensive clinic for everybody in attendance tonight. By my unofficial tally, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 kills for Fetzer through the first 3 sets. 10 of them coming in set number 3. Tigers just have not had an answer, and she's really the primary option offensively. You know that's where the ball's going 90% of the time. Out of the opening serve, Tigers will get a set for Rios, and it's punched back over by Schisler, and 2 wide and out. Tigers will take the hitting error from Andy Schisler and go up 1-0. Rios serving right to left, near side, played by Fetzer. Set misread by Schisler. Andy Schisler out of position. A ball handling miscue from Waimura. 2-0. Sterling leads. Need a run here in this fourth set. Ball short. Dug up by Fetzer. Bump set and a free ball by Waimura. Handed up by Johnson. Ulrich will set for Kaylee. Kaylee will drive it off the dig and get the kill, pulverizing that one in front of Lauren Waimura. 3-0 run for the Tigers. Kaylee Johnson gets kill number 9. Rios with her team up 3-0. Handed up by Fetzer, kept out of the net by Waimura, and a palm ball taken by Johnson. Set near side. Sid tips it short. Handed up by Schisler, and a back row swing by Fetzer, dug up by Maker. Bump set. Ulrich, Rios from deep, too deep, and out. Hitting error by Emery Rios gives her 5 hitting errors and 5 kills tonight. 3-1 Tigers. Fetzer to serve. Carson back deep, played by Jalissa Maker. Ulrich will set it up for Henry. Henry drives it deep on the back line for the kill. Spotted beautifully by Henry for her 15th kill tonight. Tigers trying to spread the ball around offensively. Haven't gotten a consistent option outside of Henry, though. 4-1 they lead. Kaylee Johnson with the serve. Johnson waffles it back deep. Handed up by Fetzer. Tipped by Schisler. Blocked back by the Tigers. Addie Sanamaso turns it away. Tigers lead it 5-1. Looking a little more confident out of the gate are the Lady Tigers. Johnson flat-footed serve near side. Misplayed by Fetzer. Chased down by Schisler and freed over by Waimura. Johnson gets a clean dig. Set for Jalissa. Bangs it off the block and gets the kill. Jalissa Maker with kill number 6. Tigers up 6-1. Like to see them set Jalissa a little bit more. She has 6 kills, no hitting errors. She's been deferred at the net a few times, but still I think she's a good option for you offensively. Served by Johnson, played by Fetzer. Bump set, bunting over the top of the block. Picked up by Rios at the net. Kept alive by Ulrich, and a free ball by Sanamaso near side. Handed up by Albright. Driven deep on Johnson. Ulrich sets over the middle for Jalissa, who tips it short. Handed up by Bunting. Set for Albright. Big swing through the block. Dug up by Sanamaso. Jalissa drives it over the net. Freed back over. And 4 hits called on the Broncos. And again, the Platte Valley faithful not happy with the call. Coach Davies saying that they got the block first. That was not a touch. That's not the way the officials saw it. Bunting over the top of the block. Tigers up 7-1. Ulrich sets it up for Henry. Henry drives it off the block. Dug up by Fetzer. Set. Schisler. Andy Schisler drives it home for the kill. to end the Tiger run. 7-2 our score. Eighth kill tonight for Andy Schisler. Haley Albrighton will have the serve. Flat-footed serve, too deep and out. First service error of the season for Albrighton. Makes it 8-2, and Platte Valley is going to take a timeout. Our coverage of Tiger sports all season long brought to you by B&B Appliance. They have exactly what you need, and they service it too. See them in Fort Morgan, in downtown Fort Morgan. 8-2, Tigers with a 6-point advantage here in the fourth set. Down 2-1. Our opening set was won by Sterling 25-23. Lost the second and lost the second and third, 25-21 and 25-23. We've still got plenty of Tiger sports for you this week. Our softball game Thursday canceled. Resurrection Christian had to forfeit due to a lack of players, and we mentioned it earlier. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Resurrection Christian family. Two of their seniors critically injured when they were hit by a drunk driver over the weekend, celebrating their homecoming weekend. Send all the positive vibes we can to the Resurrection Christian family. Hate to see anything like that. Out of the timeout, 8-2 Sterling. Ball is too deep and out. On the serve from Santa Maso, Addie commits her second service error. Makes it 8-3 Sterling. Schisler the serve, received by Rios. Sid tries to tip it over, it's blocked back. Dug up by Jalissa Maker. Rios sets it up for Myers, who pushes it far sideline. High set, back row swing, Fetzer through the block. Sliding pickup by Johnson. High set, near side for Myers again, and Myers goes off the block of Bree Bunting. Second block today for Bunting. 8-4 Sterling. Taylor Simance in for Kaylee Myers. Schisler the serve, played near side by Rios. Underneath it is Henry, the set for Maker, and Maker is too wide on the near side. With that one, Jalissa commits her first hitting error. Makes it 8-5. Quick conversation between Myers and Coach Shoemaker. Kaylee back out there for Taylor. 3-point lead for Sterling. Schisler again with the serve, played by Johnson. Sid sets it near side, and it is too far out of the reach for Jalissa Maker. Shoemaker reminding Maker to keep her eyes on the ball. Schisler with the serve, 8-6 Sterling. High set, back row swing, Johnson into the net. Tigers commit back-to-back hitting errors, and it's now an 8-7 ball game, and Lisa Shoemaker is going to burn a timeout. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. If you need a new building, contact Buildings by Design, and they'll get you headed in the right direction. 8-7 our score. Tigers had a 7-1 lead at one point. But that is all but evaporated here in this fourth set. Tigers cannot afford to let the Broncos get back into this one. Down 2-1, they have to take this fourth to send it to a fifth. And given the state of the Patriot League right now, cannot afford a league loss on the road against the Platte Valley Broncos. Lisa Shoemaker, I think, was almost more concerned about this game than she was the Eaton match on Thursday, knowing how many problems they had against Platte Valley during the summer. Out of the timeout, Schisler with the serve, misplayed by Rios, chased down by Johnson and freed over by Henry. Taken by Fetzer, quick set, short diving save, punched around and freed back over by Rios. Waimura sets it up for Bree Bunting, off the block. Bree Bunting gets the kill. Nobody backing up the block of the Tigers, and we're tied at 8. Schisler on Maker. Quick set by Henry over, taken by Schisler. Set for Brooke Bunting. Turn back on the block, punch back to Jalissa, who pushes it back deep and gets the kill. Jalissa Maker gives Sterling the side out and the lead, up 9-8. Good read there by Maker. Student section right on the floor in the middle of the court here in Platte Valley makes it a bit intimidating for road teams for sure. Back set, Brooke Bunting chips it off the block, dug up by Henry. Johnson, the bump set, Rios with the drive on the back line for the kill. Emery Rios gets her 6th kill of the contest. Tigers need her or Kaylee Johnson to get things squared away if they're going to take this to a 5th set. 10-8 Tigers. Henry. Far side, played by Fetzer. Set for Bree Bunting. Over the top, push back deep. Chased down by Fetzer on the dive. Bump set for Brooke Bunting. Roll shot short, over the block and in for the kill. Tigers anticipated the big swing from Brooke Bunting. She goes with the roll shot over the top, gets the kill, and makes it 10-9. Tigers lead it by 1. Brooke with the serve off the kill, received right back into the kitchen of Carson Fetzer. Fetzer with the block, down for the point. 10-10 ball game. Ball floated back deep, played by Santamasso. Sid sets it up for Jalissa, and Jalissa is turned away. Tried to tip it past Carson Fetzer. Fetzer able to stay in the air long enough to turn it away. And now Tigers will burn a timeout. Their first of this 4th set. Sterling down 11-10. Timeout. Check that. Is this the first or second timeout taken by Sterling? This might be their second timeout. High Plains Bank in Wiggins provides a variety of financial services. Find out what they have to offer you at highplainsbank.com. Tigers face a daunting challenge on the road, down 2-1 against a longtime Patriot League foe. Sterling has won 4 in a row against Platte Valley in 7 of the last 8, but the Broncos giving Sterling everything they can handle and then some. Brooke Bunting out of the timeout, leading 11-10. Ball back deep, misplayed by Jalissa Maker. An ace for Brooke Bunting. It's now 12-10 Platte Valley. Tigers trying to find a defensive rotation that's going to get them back on track. Ball palms near side. Rios to Henry. Henry sets it up for Emery. Emery splits the D off the block. Diving pickup Schisler set for Fetzer. Roll shot short. Carson Fetzer, gets the kill. Just the first kill of the set for Fetzer. Tigers need to get her off the front row. 13-10. 20th kill of the match for Carson Fetzer, the freshman. Rios receives. Henry will set it up. Rios will drive it deep. Played by Brooke Bunting. Bump set Wymira. Fetzer with the drive deep. Dug up by Santamasso. Sid sets. Kaylee drives back deep into the rafters by the Broncos. Bump set Wymira. Back row swing from Brooke Bunting. Dug up by Rios. Bump set for Emery by Henry. Driven on Bunting. Quick set over off the hands of Maker into the net by Kaylee Myers. It's now 14-10. Tigers quickly finding themselves in a position of dropping their second Patriot League match of the season. Sid sets Rios over the middle. She'll pulverize one off the hands of Andy Schisler for the kill. 7 kills tonight for Emory, 14-11. Tigers back to within 3. Taylor Simons is in for Kaylee Myers. Jalissa Maker the serve. Kaylee Johnson will push it back onto the Platte Valley side after it was freed over on the receive. Kaylee Johnson picks up block number 5. 14-12. Tigers by 2. Maker spins it on Brooke Bunting. High set for Fetzer, and Fetzer uncorks another one. 21 kills tonight for Carson Fetzer. 15-12, Platte Valley. Tigers just, doesn't matter who they put up front. They can't stop Carson Fetzer, and nobody in the back row seems to be able to do anything. Big, strong freshman having her way with the Tigers right now. Ball back deep, played by Maker. Bump set from Henry, and Rios tries to get it back in as that set was outside the pin, and she rolls the top of the net. And it ends up on the Tigers side. Another hitting error for Rios. It's 16-12. Never a good sign when the Sterling bus driver starts heading towards the bus. Ball played by Maker, set near side. Johnson drives it off the dig of Bunting, and a push back by Schisler. Ball freed back over onto the Platte Valley side. Johnson drives it deep, handed up by Bunting. Schisler to Fetzer, who frees it over 10-foot line. Rios to Henry, Henry to Johnson. Johnson will put it in the corner, but a blocking error on Carson Fetzer, her third tonight as she got into the net. 16-13, Tigers back to within 3. Carson Fetzer's got 3 blocks, but also 3 blocking errors. Ulrich to serve, back deep on Bunting. Wymira the set, Fetzer bangs it off the block, chased down by Cora Schisler, back again to Fetzer, and she'll drive it in for the kill. Now 22 kills for Carson Fetzer. 17-13, a 4-point lead for Platte Valley. She's in a position right now, it doesn't matter where you put the ball. Wymira back deep, too deep with the serve. Tigers need to turn that into a run. Down 17-14, they're handed a free point on the service error by Lauren Wymira. Emory Rios serves it. Played back row by Schisler. Short set, Fetzer swings, cross shot, dug up by Rios. Quick set over by Henry, push back deep, and in for the kill. Guess who? Carson Fetzer again. 23 kills for number 6. Just an absolutely ridiculous number. She is truly the machine that drives the Platte Valley Broncos. Up 18-14, Fetzer with the serve. Set for Henry, and Henry drives it off the block and gets the kill. Sid with just 16 kills, And this 6-2 offense has gotten stuck as a setter more than a hitter, and I think Sterling would like to get her the opportunity to try to get this back even, down 18-15. Wymira sets it up for Schisler off the block, handed up by Santamasso, set for Henry. Henry chips it off the block, dug up by Fetzer. Set far side, Brooke Bunting, dug up by Johnson, but it ends up out of bounds. A kill for Brooke Bunting. Tigers just cannot put anything together in terms of multiple points. 19-15 Platte Valley. Albrighton back deep. Sheets will take it. Ulrich underneath with the bump set, and a free ball by Henry, dug by Fetzer. Set for Andy Schisler, and Schisler will power it through the block and get the kill. Broncos are the first to 20. They lead at 20-15. Tigers 5 points away from being handed another loss. Their second in Patriot League play and an end to their 8-game winning streak. Sheets receives the serve. Ulrich the bump set. Flat-footed free ball back deep by Johnson. Played by Wymira. Bump set and a free ball by Bree Bunting. Taken by Johnson. Ulrich with the short set for Maker, who drives it deep. Wymira back sets near side. Bunting turned back on the block. That's Sydney Henry who gets the block. 20-16. Tigers are within 4. Ulrich replaced up front by Kaylee Myers. Sanamaso serves far side, too deep and out. Another service error by the Broncos, or excuse me, by the Tigers. 21-16. Schisler to serve. Andy back deep on Addy. Henry the bump set. Maker with the swing back deep, too deep and out. It's now 22-16. Taylor Simons in for Kaylee Myers. Last time Sterling lost was their third match of the season against Resurrection Christian. Sid sets up Jalissa Maker, cross shot down and in for a kill in front of Carson Fetzer. 9 kills for Jalissa. Tigers still trail by 5, down 22-17. Sterling's got to get to 20 here. Sid floats it back deep, played by Cora Schisler, set for Brooke Bunting, tips short, sliding pickup Sanamaso. Sid sets, Rios off the block, Tigers cannot get it over in 3. 23-17. Brooke Bunting to serve, played by Johnson. Sid keeps it out of the net. Who got into the net? It was number 8, Bree Bunting, who commits the blocking error. 23-18. Tigers need a 5-0 run to get this to 23. There's just no other way around it. Fetzer off the block, gets the kill, and it's match point for the Platte Valley Broncos. 5 kills in the set, 24 overall for Carson Fetzer. Tigers have to stave off 6 match points, lest they fall to 9-3. Serve from Schisler, played by Maker. Henry sets up Johnson. Johnson drives it down for the kill. Kaylee Johnson holds off 1 match point, 24-19. Sterling still needs a 5-0 run to force extras here in the 4th set and put us in a 5th. 2 sets to 1, Platte Valley leads. Ulrich to serve, the freshman floats it on Schisler. Wymira the bump set. Brooke Bunting into the net. The hitting error from Bunting makes it 24-20. Tigers need 4 more. Lisa Shoemaker barking from the sideline. Ulrich with the serve over the middle, played by Brooke. Short set for Carson Fetzer, and Fetzer pushes it too deep and out. 24-21, Broncos burn their second timeout. Tigers have gotten it to within 3. They need a 3-0 run to send it to extras and potentially take us to a 5th set. Timeout by the Broncos. Brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Agent Greg Mullen in Brush. Call your good neighbor at 970-842-4555. Carson Fetzer came in to this one hitting .280 in her freshman season with 140 kills. She has picked up 24 additional kills in this 4-set match. She's at 164 for the season. Sydney Henry leads the way for Sterling. She's got 16. Still 8 shy of matching the freshman Carson Fetzer, who has truly been the heart and soul of this Broncos team, not just tonight, but really all season long. 24-21, Tigers need 3 more points to keep this one alive. Ulrich the serve, back deep, handed up by Schisler. Bunting with the bump set into the rafters. Andy Schisler back deep. Maker to a knee. Ulrich with the set. Johnson cannot get it over. She does. Pushed far side. Taken by Ulrich, and the joust at the net is won by Schisler. Nope, they say she got in the net. Carson Fetzer got in. Sterling has staved off 5 of 6 match points. Ulrich to serve. Shaley Flat foots it far side, played by Carson Schisler. Quick set over by Waimura. Down and in for the kill, and the Broncos take it in 4, 25-23 here in set number 4. Tigers see their 8-game winning streak come to an end. Our post-game show